Coming in at 10, Willem Dafoe. Dafoe is a legendary actor with 2 Oscar nominations under his belt for both At Eternity's Gate and the incredible Florida Project. However, his quest for a 3rd Oscar nod has been halted during a time when most were expecting him to at least get a chance to claim the big prize. Dafoe starred last year in the horror movie The Lighthouse, which followed 2 lighthouse keepers who start to lose their sanity when a storm strands them on a remote island where they are stationed. The movie received universal acclaim, with critics highlighting the performances of both leads, Dafoe and Robert Pattinson. However, sadly, the Academy didn't feel the same way and snubbed the talented actor. Could be just because they hate horror movies. Coming in at 9, Taron Egerton. At the 2020 Golden Globes, Taron Egerton took home the award for Best Performance by an Actor in a Motion Picture, Musical or Comedy for his role as Elton John in the movie Rocketman. The film follows Elton in his early days as a prodigy at the Royal Academy of Music through his musical partnership with Tobin. However, unlike Rami Malek, who portrayed Freddie Mercury in the movie Bohemian Rhapsody and went on to win the Best Actor Oscar last year, Egerton didn't even receive a nomination. In at 8, Christian Bale. Last year, Christian Bale appeared alongside Matt Damon in the drama movie Ford vs Ferrari, a movie which follows a determined team of American engineers and designers led by automotive visionary Carroll Shelby and his British driver Ken Miles, who are dispatched by Henry Ford II and Lee Iacocca with the mission of building the Ford GT40, a new racing car with the potential to finally defeat the perennially dominant Ferrari racing team at the 1966 24 Hours of Le Mans race in France. Now, Bale in the past has been nominated for 4 Oscars, with him taking home the Oscar once with the 2011 Best Supporting Actor win for The Fighter. Put him in serious contention once again, however sadly he didn't get the nod this time around.
Pop singer and actress Selena Gomez is next up on our list of celebs that have been snubbed. Selena is a part of the very popular Only Murders in the Building show with icons Martin Short and Steve Martin. Both of the male leads have received a nod from the Emmys and have been nominated for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Comedy Series, but not Selena. The actors went on to comment on the snub. Steve Martin said, "We're thrilled at the nominations, not only for us but for the show." But he also commented that we're dismayed that Selena was not nominated because she's so crucial to our performances, really.
In at 6, Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy is back and better than ever, apparently. Last year he starred in the biographical comedy Dolomite Is My Name, with Murphy starring as filmmaker Rudy Ray Moore, best known for portraying the character of Dolomite in both his stand-up routine and a series of blaxploitation films, starting with Dolomite in 1975. The film received hugely positive reviews from critics, with folks praising Murphy's comeback performance, with it being his first film in 3 years. It was also chosen by both the National Board of Review and Time magazine as one of the 10 best films of the year. At the 77th Golden Globe Awards, the film was also nominated for Best Motion Picture, Musical or Comedy, with Murphy also nabbing a nomination for Best Actor. However, like the rest of our list, Murphy came up short at the Oscars, with the Academy seemingly snubbing him.
The Blackish cast was also snubbed this season, as neither Anthony Anderson nor Tracee Ellis Ross earned a nomination for the final season of the show. The public is not happy about it, as it was a great show that deserved some recognition.
In at 4, Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler received very rare critical acclaim for his performance in Uncut Gems, a movie that follows Howard Ratner, a jeweler and gambling addict in New York City's Diamond District, who gets in over his head with loan sharks and must retrieve an expensive gem he purchased in order to pay off his debts. Now, Sandler campaigned hard for a nomination, and longtime fans were there right alongside him, hoping the comedian could earn his very first nomination. However, Sandler sadly got no love from the Academy, upsetting a lot of fans and the movie. To be fair, it's hard to separate Sandler from his past, such as 50 First Dates, Happy Gilmore, and all the other he's done.
Mindy Kaling, creator of Never Have I Ever and former creator and star of The Mindy Project and writer of The Office, has been snubbed yet again. In 2020, Mindy had this to say via Twitter in regards to the Never Have I Ever snub. "Wait, stop the celebrations. Where the F is Never Have I Ever?" Once again, she has been snubbed for season 2. The release of the 3rd season may have come a little late for the nominations this year, but if Never Have I Ever gets snubbed again next year the public may be up in arms. Clear fan favorites need to be acknowledged, and Never Have I Ever is a clear favorite, taking the #1 place on Netflix throughout the world in its opening weekend. The writing, the cast, everything about it is just TV gold. I'm a bit of a Mindy Kaling diehard myself, so it was shocking to hear that she has never won an Emmy when she is clearly the future of television.
Coming in at 2, Robert De Niro. Fans were of course upset when legendary actor Robert De Niro also missed out on an Oscar nod, but it wasn't too much of a surprise considering he also failed to get a nomination at the Golden Globes or Screen Actors Guild. He starred in The Irishman, where he played Frank Sheeran. The film follows Frank, a truck driver who becomes a hitman involved with mobster Russell Bufalino and his crime family, including his time working for the powerful Teamstar Jimmy Hoffa. The film made waves for its incredible de-aging technology, with the older actors looking more youthful than ever. However, it became clear after a handful of failed nominations that the two-time Oscar winner in a critically praised role was about to miss out on an Oscar nod, due to being overshadowed by his supporting co-stars Joe Pesci and Al Pacino. Could also be because the film was about 3.5 hours long and no one has time to watch that. And finally coming in at number 1, J-Lo. It was widely predicted that Jennifer Lopez was going to receive a Best Supporting Actress nomination at the Oscars, as she did at the Golden Globes. The actress was of course nominated for her performance in Hustlers, where she played a stripper named Ramona Vega, with the plot following a crew of strippers in New York City who begin to steal money by drugging stock traders and CEOs who visit their club, and then running up their credit cards. J-Lo is absolutely phenomenal in this movie, with the actress even bringing home Screen Actors Guild, Critics' Choice and Golden Globe nominations. However, the Oscars turned a blind eye to the star's performance and snubbed her, with outcry immediately pouring out on social media. Lopez's snub particularly upset Tyler Perry, who said, I quote, "I'm upset, man. J-Lo didn't get nominated. Are you kidding me? She should have gotten nominated." I honestly couldn't agree more. Hustlers was by far one of my favorite movies of 2019, and that is saying something. I honestly thought it was gonna be and it was one of the best things I've ever seen. And J-Lo needs an Oscar.
Mandy Moore is first on our list that the public is really upset about. The public really feels that she should have been recognized for her incredible work on the hit show This Is Us. Not just the public though, her own castmates too. Her castmate Chrissy Metz spoke out and commented on the snub, saying, "I was frustrated for Mandy not being recognized when the work that she did is so unreal, and when it's so subtle and nuanced. I think people don't realize what it really takes and how many hours she would sit in the chair and makeup trailer before she even got to set. And oh, of course, she was pregnant." Mandy Moore played Rebecca Pearson in all 6 seasons of This Is Us, and she played her throughout many stages of her life. Her work was truly so beautiful, and as the show has now wrapped, it's a shame that she didn't get at least an acknowledgement. Mandy has gone on to comment on her snub, saying, "So unendingly proud of Sid Coleslaw Music and Taylor Goldsmith for getting an Emmy nom for their song Forever Now on our final season of This Is Us. Do I wish our show was recognized in what I think was its finest hour? Sure. Nothing can take away what our show meant to so many, us included. That's an incredible legacy to be a part of. I will forever be grateful."
Coming in at 7, Nicole Kidman. Last year, Nicole Kidman appeared alongside Charlize Theron and Margot Robbie in the biographical drama Bombshell, a movie based upon the accounts of several women at Fox News who set out to expose CEO Roger Ailes for sexual harassment. The film as a whole received mixed reviews, however critics praised the performances of the cast, particularly Theron, Kidman, Robbie and John Lithgow. At the Golden Globe Awards, the movie received 2 nominations for Theron and Robbie, and 4 at the 26th Screen Actors Guild Awards for Theron, Robbie and Kidman. However, when the Oscars announced the nominations, only Theron and Robbie received a nod, with Nicole Kidman being completely forgotten about. You never put Kidman in a corner.
Next up on our list, we have the cast of Yellowstone. The cast and show were completely left out of the Emmys this year, and the public has been quite upset about it. The show has attracted a large audience over the years, and the season 4 finale episode had over 11 million viewers to date. Its prequel, 1883, however, got 3 nominations, 2 for cinematography and 1 for music.
In at 5, Lupita Nyong'o. Now, Lupita Nyong'o didn't just give one stellar performance in 2019, she gave 2 in the wickedly terrifying Jordan Peele movie Us. The film followed adolescent Adelaide Wilson and her family who were attacked by a group of menacing doppelgangers. Now Lupita played Adelaide and of course the doppelganger, and she was absolutely incredible in both roles. But sadly the Academy didn't agree and denied the actress a second nomination after she won Best Supporting Actress for 12 Years a Slave back in 2013.
Sadie Sink and Millie Bobby Brown for Stranger Things were also left out. The public agrees that in this latest season, like all the other seasons thus far, their performances were epic and deserved a nod from the Emmys. Stranger Things the show though did get nominated for Outstanding Drama Series.
In at number 3, Awkwafina. Now this one is the most frustrating in my opinion, because how do you go from winning a Golden Globe to not even getting nominated for an Oscar? I just don't understand it. It reminds me of the time the Queen, Madonna, won the Golden Globe for Evita and then was snubbed for the Oscar when we all know she should have been nominated and should have won. Just saying. Anyway, Awkwafina starred in The Farewell, a movie that follows a family who, upon learning their grandmother has only a short while left to live, decides not to tell her and schedules a family gathering before she dies. The actress was praised for her performance and, as I previously mentioned, even won the Golden Globe, making her the first Asian actress to take home the Best Actress in a musical or comedy category, which is absolutely insane. But sadly, and for some unknown reason, the Oscars didn't even look her way. No one cares about the Oscars anyway, it's all about the Golden Globes.
Some final snubs include Julia Roberts for Gaslit, the cast of Atlanta, Andie MacDowell for Maid, the cast of Pen 15, the cast of Pachinko, and Sarah Goldberg for Barry.